Hitting the wrong windows and shit. Gotta refocus the camera. I'll post the links. I'm not going to tag anybody for this part 2 here. Oh, sheesh. So stupid. At least the Steelers won, I was going to say. Trying to hold out to buy a new computer, but I think I'm going to just give in and buy a new one. I've been holding out because my computer's not that old, but it won't upgrade to Windows 11 because there's like, I have a 1080. I don't know if anyone knows about computers, so I probably could just be talking to like the walls if I'm talking to my mother. But so essentially, I have an NVIDIA 1080 Ti. By the way, this was the hit that was pulled whenever the camera went offline. It was MJ Melendez. I think it actually stopped whenever I went back and looked at the video at like one of these guys in the veterans or in the rookies. But I looked over to go see who had MJ Melendez and realized it crashed, which is Matt Raj, 350 out of 499. We have Guanapa, Maea, Beebe, Richiro, Machado, Rivas, and Tofin. Torin, not Tofin, Torin. But for whatever reason, it won't upgrade to Windows 11. And what happens is the antivirus that my company gave me that has to be on my computer to connect to the VMs that I have to work out of, which I don't know if people realize I still work like a 9 to 5 in IT. Well, right now I'm technically like a cyber security engineer, but really I work in like more policy and documentation typically. But the VMs I have to connect to, I have to have a certain antivirus or whatever. Well, that antivirus doesn't like the fact that my computer's not Windows 10, so every once in a while it likes to crash it. It won't tell. The problem is, Brian, it won't tell me what I need to change. So, but yeah, pretty much what happens is based on like what the compliance policies are on the antivirus or on the anti-malware. Well, it's not for my government computer, so I work off my personal computer doing government stuff. So you have to have a certain antivirus. Anti-malware suite on there that's like the government approves, and how it's configured is just absolutely overkill. So what happens is when I don't have Windows 10 sometimes, normally I bypass it, but I must have not, I didn't have a chance to bypass it because I was in the middle of breaking. I don't know why it ran. It's not supposed to run till like 3 in the morning. So yeah, it was supposed to run every day at like 3 in the morning, but I guess it ran early and crashed the computer. We have Joey Weimer, because that's the way it handles it. It disconnects the computer from the world. We have McLean, Bryce Terang on the Brewers. It's my fault, though. I was working on some VMs before I started while I was watching the Steelers game, and that might have triggered it too. 178 out of 499. Yeah, yeah, it does sometimes. So I was going to say we have Soto, Azoro, Rodriguez, Jace Jung. We have Demetrio Chrysantis going to Jared Welch on the purple. 231 out of 250. We have Rodriguez, Eru, Stanton, Bryce Harper, Jonathan Mejia. 73 out of 250. My company gave me a computer too, like a laptop to hook up, but the problem is like I'm in so many virtual machines and not have more than one screen is like unbearable. We have Jorge and Montgomery. We have Harris II, Chisholm Jr., Merrill, Tamar Johnson, Gutierrez, Azuki, Casas, Alfredo, Parmigiano Dano going to the Reds. So yeah, it's always fun. 285 out of 499 going to the Reds. And Philip Lemons. One day we'll fill 3 breaks a day and I'll be able to not have to work my government job anymore. We have Cepeda, Brooks Lee, Alvarez, Crawford, Montero, and Brandon. That way I can actually hire employees and whatever else. I was going to say, because the only way I can hire employees is if I stop doing the breaking part of it. And you guys have some random like high schooler or teenager be the breaker, and I run like the store or the back end of everything. It would probably be the only way I could realistically hire someone right now. But that has a lot to do with the stores not doing anywhere near as well as it should be. So I have really struggled to get foot traffic, and I have spent way too much money on Magic and Pokemon. It's one of the reasons why I started breaking Pokemon, but I just don't get enough foot traffic, and I'm in the process of making a website. I try to get a company to do it, but they base it off of your revenue. They don't base it off of your net revenue or your net income. They base it off your revenue, and I'm not paying $35,000 for somebody to take 6 months to build a basic-ass retail website. Because that's the lowest. Well, the lowest quote I got was for $12,000, but they wanted to use WordPress as the coding language, and yeah, F that noise. So and we can get real nerdy here. Let's just say, if you guys want. But I need to get a new computer. I mean, I need to get a computer. Still plays everything pretty well, but it does give me it does do some weird stuff too when I play. If I ever hop on League of Legends and play like for too long, it starts to the antivirus stuff starts to get a little goofy too. So it's not just Streamlabs. We have Cruz, Pena, Luis Robert for the White Sox going from Cuba. On the true blue, 60 out of 75. Nice little hit for Darren and the White Sox. We have Dano, Collier, Steer, Soto. We have Ruben Santana for the Diamondbacks, 167 out of 499 going to Jared. On the refractor, Francisca, Guerrero, Rachiro. We have Devers, Aiden Sanchez on the gold shimmer going to the Cubbies. That's going to go to Douglas Dilday out of 50. We have Soto, Azorio, Terang, Beebe, Zach Veen, Rodriguez, Eru, Harper, Gorman, Jesus Caliz, $480 out of 499. Jorge Montgomery, Brett Batty on the iconic, Alex Ramirez, Tamar Johnson, and Gutierrez. Yeah, the only downfall I know about like IT stuff is like automatically, especially because I work in that field, Everybody in my family just says, like, anything happens with a computer, like, apparently I can just magically fix it, which is, like, not frustrating per se, but kind of funny. We have Wander Franco, Joey Ortiz, Drew Jones, Castro, Acuna, Yelich, Peraza, Abner Uribe, going to the Brew Crew. That's going to be going to Phillip. We have Jacob Melton, Vargas, Pasquantino, Pena. We have Samuel Munoz, and that's going to be a 4 out of 5 red. Not a first, but a red's a red, as I always like to say, and that's going to the Dodgers and Adam's having himself a break. I have Anderson De Los Santos and Vladimir. Yeah, Mike Trout, Joey Votto, Kierstad, Drew Gilbert, Galiz, Vientos, Bogarts, Brooks Lee, Mejia, Lawler, Taj Bradley, Jordan Walker, Guerrero Jr., Churio, and Luciano. Gonna put us 10 boxes in. I have Gabriel Moreno, Luis Robert, Masataka Yoshida on the green. Red Sox having a good time here for Adam. That's 2 Yoshidas. 21 out of 99. Starting a little rainbow right there. Esturis, Caba, Nolan Jones, Anthony Rizzo. We have Dylan O'Ray, another speckle. The 180 out of 299 to Phillip Lemons. We have Delgado, Sanchez, Mookie Betts, Peraza, Carter Young on the shimmer. Brandon Kling, Dominguez, Blaze Jordan, Lindor, Alvarez, and Mason Wynn. De Los Santos, Blyes, Perez, Garrett Cole with Sal Frelick. Going to the Brewers on the 80 out of 499. Part of the Italian squad, we have James Wood, Arias, Goldschmidt, Rodriguez, Pete Alonso, Acevedo, and Jet Williams. I have Nolan Gorman, Bryce Terang, Spencer Jones, Latigua, Shavili, Corbin Carroll, Bryce Harper. We have Connor Stain for the Rockies going to Matt Hogue. The autograph, Luis Torres, Jackson Holiday, Grisham, Riley Green. We have Colt Keith for the Tigers, 86 out of 150 for the Arizona Fall League on the Atomic, going to Mario. Elijah Green and Roman Anthony. Baez, Tovar, Dominguez, Spencer Jones, Merrill, Correa, Drew Waters, Tamar Johnson, Dano, Collier, Bobby Miller, Senga, Acuna Jr., Francisca, and Blyler Guerrero. And get in the last box here. Good luck to everybody. Yeah, Batty, Bobby Witt Jr., Volpe, Salas, Pinto, Joyce, Scherzer, Geraldo Quintero. Going to the Braves. We have Serna, Almeida, Bush, Alvarez, Roderick Arias on the Speckle. 163 out of 299 for the Yankees. We have Mola and Gerardo. Nolan Arenado, Volpe, Rojas, Carter Young, Solano, Buxton, Cabrera. We have Roderick Arias, Acuna, Arroyo, Ramirez, Vargas, Julio Rodriguez, Gavin Cross, and Bergala. Last mini box here. Looks like we should get a low-numbered autograph, I think. You have Garrett Mitchell, Shea Langeliers, Gunnar Henderson, Diaz, Valdez, Yoshida, Alvarez, Alfredo Dano for the Reds. Another one of the big boys on the base. Going to Phillip Lemons. A little off center. We have Shim, Gallon, Arrays, Soto, Bo Bichette on the Aqua Ray Wave, 182 out of 199 to the Blue Jays. It's going to Austin Johnson. Yeah, Churio, Espinoza, Neto, Ruiz, Kiro, Rada Jung, Paguero, Judge, Elijah Green, Marcelo Mayer, Savala, Julian, Hunter Brown, Corbin Carroll, Walcott, and Jacob Miller. That's going to be the break, guys. Let's do a quick recap of the hits. We have Gavin Cross on the Shimmer, Bo Bichette on the Aqua Wave, the Speckle Arias, Colt Keith on the Atomic Refractor, Sal Frelick for Italy, Young on the Shimmer, the Green Yoshida, Galiz on the Refractor, the Gold Shimmer, Sanchez, Robert on the True Blue, Deneau on the Refractor, Mahia for the Purple Shimmer, Terrain on the Refractor, Melendez on the Refractor, Bergala on the Shimmer, the Orange Yu Chang for Chinese Taipei, Gutierrez on the Mint Berry Crunch, Tamar Johnson on whatever this Fuchsia Velocity looking thing is. We have Jesus Galiz on the Mint Berry Crunch, Tamar Johnson on the Shimmer, Perez on the True Green, Batty on the Fuchsia, Mejia on the Purple, Brooks Lee on the Shimmer, Jace Jung on the Refractor, Contreras on the Blue, Ramirez on the Green Shimmer, DePaula on the Fuchsia, the Big Patch for Zach Geloff. We're going to have Delgado, Yoshida on the Blue, the Johnson on the Canary Yellow, De Los Santos on the Shimmer, Carrera on the Wave. We're going to have Montez on the Atomic Refractor, Arrays on the Shimmer, Jace Jung on the Purple Shimmer, Elijah Green on the Fuchsia, the Atomic, Witt Jr., Caminero on the Gold, Mejia on the Fuchsia Shimmer, Newtbar on the Refractor, and Arrays on the Refractor again. Serna on the Shimmer, Gilbert on the True Blue, Loasaga on the Green, Bergala on the Atomic, Bergala on the Refractor, Francisca on the Speckle, Munoz on the Red for the Dodgers, and we're going to have the photo variation, Rutschman SSP going to the Orioles. Really nice centering on that card too, to be honest. A little bit heavy on the bottom, but I don't think that doesn't ding you if you go with PSA. PSA is pretty lenient on the centering. Get into the autographs. We got Quintero on the base, Stain on the base, O'Ray on the Speckle, Uribe on the base, Santana on the Refractor, Bentoncourt on the base, Barry Hill on the base, Olivar on the Refractor, Shim on the base, Valtin on the base, McIntosh on the Refractor, Wisely on the base, McIntosh on the Refractor again, Estes on the base, Deneau on the base, Arias on the base, Galiz on the Atomic, O'Ray on the Speckle with Marco Vargas on the base. We have the Justin Henry Malloy on the Refractor for the Braves, Chrysanthus on the True Purple, Maya for the Yankees on the base, Shim on the Speckle, and Yoandri Vargas, the big hit right here on the True Green for the Dodgers. That's the break. I appreciate y'all getting in it. You guys have a good night and be safe. There is a couple more Chrome breaks up. Like I was saying before, I'm going to post a Topps Chrome Sapphire mixer tomorrow, as well as I'll post... we'll see what fills. If Bowman Chrome stuff fills really early, the stuff that's up, maybe I'll post another small pick your team, a smaller sized one. Maybe that'll be a little bit better than trying to fill full cases at a time. But I appreciate y'all for getting in. I appreciate you guys' patience whenever the computer crashed. Y'all have a good night and be safe. And as always, I'll see you guys tomorrow.